Hello, everybody. Welcome in, welcome back. I am Lisa, and this is North Star Energy Healing. Today is Monday, February 27th, right? No, 26th, sorry. I don't have a calendar in here anymore. I have all the pages out of last year's calendar. So let me think. Saturday was the 24th, 25th. Okay, Monday, February 26th. So hopefully you all fared well with the full moon in Virgo and set some intentions and put your crystals out under the moonlight so that they could get cleansed. That's always a wonderful time to do that. Excuse me. So I have been, or my guides have been waiting for me to do this other calendar reading for a while, and this morning feels like it's the day to do it. So as some of you know, I have a calendar from last year. It had a bunch of different spreads in it, and I was led to do one a couple months ago, and then they pointed out that there were other pages with spreads. So this one is called the Royal Advice Spread. Okay, so this is the card that's depicted on this is a page of wands from the traditional manga tarot, and it's actually a really beautiful card. It's a really beautiful card, and he has some symbolism on his cloak, which I'll get to. So the symbol is the salamander. So in this Royal Advice spread, you have the placement of the page, the knight, the king, and the queen, as well as what is the situation, which will be the first one. But so the salamander says on the King of Wands card, salamanders have their tails in their mouths, which make a complete circle, which is a sign of mastery. But on the pages, and the salamanders are on his cloak. Sorry about the glare. And it shows you in this little cutout, they are not touching. Okay? So it says they don't meet, which symbolizes a lack of experience. Okay? So I'm just looking at this card. The card is beautiful. It looks like, I don't know what that bird is on his shoulder. To me, it kind of looks like a phoenix, but it could be anything, I suppose. I mean, I don't know a lot about manga, but the bird has like this little tuft there, and it's kind of an orangey, although the whole card looks kind of orangey. So all the pages are enthusiastic, but this one has the most contagious energy of them all, being the Page of Wands. His energy encourages everyone to get on board for a plan, even if he lacks the experience to carry it out himself. So we're going to go ahead with this spread here. And obviously this is a message for whoever needs it, so I won't know until we get into the spread even what it's about. So, about the spread. This spread can give advice about any situation. Each rank gets a chance to share their advice. Pages focus on understanding the nature of the energy present. Knights have their eyes on the goal. Queens take care of things, and kings organize and resolve. So we'll see how this plays out. Hopefully you're all doing fantastic. Please do give it a thumbs up to help it go around YouTube. I mean, you know, I know that it's sometimes you already click off the video and don't remember, so a lot of times I'll give it a thumbs up, you know, right after I start it. It, you know, like I've said before, I can't see who likes videos, so I can just see the number of likes, and it will help my channel grow if you like it so it gets around. Obviously, I love it when you comment. I mean, that's, you know, that's my favorite thing is when people, you know, comment and let me know either where they're watching from or how it resonated, and things like that. Sometimes people private message me or email me if they want to tell me more specifics that they don't want to have out on the channel, and I'm perfectly fine with that. So anyway, all right, so in this one, the first card is the situation, an aspect of the situation requiring the most attention. So when you're watching right now, if you want to imagine what your situation is, and then Spirit will give me the card for the situation, and we'll go from there. Okay. All right, Spirit. So for whoever needs this, what is the situation? What is the card about the situation in the number one placement for this royal advice spread that you wanted me to do for a while? It always happens when it's supposed to, so I'm not worried about it. Okay, what is the situation? Sorry, guys. I haven't been up that long, and I made some coffee, some iced coffee. Well, I made a bunch of coffee yesterday and put it in the fridge so I could have iced coffee. I'm getting back into my iced coffee season, which typically is year-round. But I've been drinking hot coffee for the past couple months because I guess I just got lazy and wasn't making my iced coffee. So I made it and took a couple sips this morning and then said, oh, let's save that for your ride to work. Okay, the situation is the Knight of Swords. Communication. Okay. So now the second placement is the page. What does the page have to say? So this isn't going to be a page, but it's what is the page's message? Something that should be investigated further. Okay, so in the second spot, we have what needs to be investigated further. What needs to be investigated further about this situation? What needs to be investigated further about the situation, please, Spirit? My dragon deck was supposed to be here. It's funny, we have a page. My dragon deck was supposed to be here tomorrow, but now it says it hasn't even shipped yet. So, which is okay, because my husband and I will be out of town Tuesday and won't be back till Wednesday. So I'd rather not have it sitting on my porch while I'm gone. But hopefully when I get back, it will be here. Okay, so the third placement is the Knight, something that's important and should be accomplished quickly. All right, so what is the important thing in the third placement, please, Spirit, for that message about what needs to be done quickly? What is the card for that? Hopefully you all have thought of something, or, you could just be watching this to, maybe it will come to you while you're watching it. The message might ring a bell for you and you say, oh, I know what they're talking about. That could happen as well. I know it might be hard to think of a situation on the fly when I said it at the beginning of the video. Maybe in the description I'll put, think of a situation you need resolved before watching this video. Okay, I could do that. Okay, what's the card for the third placement, please? What does the Knight have to say? That's the one. Oh, and that's a king. Wow. You have a page, a knight, and a king in the actual spread. Wow, interesting. All right, and for the fourth position, what does the Queen have to say about this matter? What does the Queen have to say about this matter? What does the Queen have to say about this situation? What does the Queen have to say? I hope you're all well. Please do remember this is a general reading and it's not going to resonate for every single one of you. It's also a timeless reading. Whenever the title catches your eye, there will be a message for you or something in here that resonates. Okay. What does the Queen have to say? That was 4, right? Okay. And then in the fifth spot, what does the King have to say? What does the King have to say in this situation? What's the King's advice for this situation, please? No. I thought it was going to be that one, but no. I will know. Okay, and the last card, number 6, is what's the plan? What's the advice for tying everything together for a good plan? Okay, What's the advice for the plan, please? What's the advice for the plan, please, Spirit? What's the advice for the plan, please? Yeah, sometimes it's just silent shuffling, right? Okay, hold on. That was 2 cards. We're really supposed to have 1. But, you know, sometimes I put 2 cards back in the deck and they give me 2 cards anyway. Sorry, I just realized you can't see me shuffling because the camera. Sorry about that. Okay. All right, what's the card for the plan? Advice for the plan, please. Oh, boy. That cracks me up right there. Because it's a 2 of Swords, meaning there's a choice. Okay, so here, let me see if I can do this without totally messing up the camera. No, I can't. All right. Oh, my foibles. All right. That's how the spread looks with all of the cards placed. So you can see that. Okay, I'm so sorry, guys. I know. I'm going to get some other equipment. I have a plan to get a different camera that has a microphone on it that will be easier to use. Okay, so let's get into this. So whatever situation that you have thought of, an aspect of the situation that requires the most attention, you got the Knight of Swords, okay? So swords are air signs. They're also communication. In this spread, I would say this represents communication of some sort, meaning, you know, it could be contracts, meetings, something that you have to do that has to do with communication. The Knight is forward, and you can see how his horse is going forward. So there's some type of thing with communication, contracts, meetings, trying to think, job descriptions, something like that you're going forward with. Okay, so this is going to require the most attention. So this placement is what requires the most attention. So it's whatever this meeting, contract, job description, you know, something like that, whatever that is, okay? And in the second position is the Page, something that should be investigated further and understood better. Well, the cost of it or what you are getting back. And I just saw 1313 right when I put that card up. So what needs to be investigated further is what is it going to cost you, or how much are you going to make? Now, I know that that's not always something that spiritual we want to focus on, is the monetary all the time, but you can't take a job for $10 an hour if it's going to cost you $13 an hour just to live, right? So some negotiation maybe needs to happen if this is about that. Now, the other thing is, what is the cost to you? So I'm thinking about this. If you are planning to, let's say you're planning to open your own business or invest in something, what is the cost to you? So that needs to be investigated further. And I just think it's kind of funny that a Page came out in the Page position for advice in the spread. I love it. Okay, and then in the third position is the Knight. Something that is important and should be accomplished quickly. And you got the Knight, the King of Cups, excuse me. So what is important and needs to be accomplished quickly is to get your emotions under control about the situation. He is a leader in emotion, but he's also, you can see that he looks kind of not content there. If we have this in a traditional spread or a regular spread, we're saying that he's ready for some romance, ready for some action in that department. However, In this spread, we're going to say you need to, or Spirit is giving me, you need to get your emotions under control about whatever this situation is, to do with the contracts, the meetings, etc. And how much is it going to cost you, or how much are you going to get paid for it? So you need to get the emotions under control regarding that situation, okay? And in the fourth spot, we have the Queen, something that needs to be nurtured and taken care of. What is it? It's your friends, the people who support you, okay? This is Three of Cups. Typically, this is a celebratory card. To me, it's always reminds me of New Year's Eve. I guess because people get dressed up and go out, and this is like how I see it. However, okay, this is something that you need to nurture and take care of. So this, in this spread, for this situation, whoever has been supporting you along your journey for whatever this job, contract, meeting is, you need to remember them, nurture them, and support them. So very good friends. This is a very feminine energy card. So whether you're male or female, you probably have some female friends that have been there for you. So in this situation, the Queen is saying her advice is you need to support those people that have supported you. Don't forget who they are, okay? Don't just go on your journey and forget all about the person that helped you 6 months ago. And you wouldn't be where you are now if it hadn't been for that person, right? Okay, so in the fifth place is the King's advice, something that needs to be organized or solved. Strength. This can be the Leo card, but what this is you could look at it as taming the lion, or keeping your yourself in check, like not having an outburst, not yelling and screaming, not arguing with somebody. So taming that lion inside, right? Keeping calm is what the King's advice is. So this is saying something needs to be organized or solved. When you are organizing and resolving matters to do with this situation, you need to remain calm. Practice your inner strength, I'm hearing, okay? Wow, all right. We'll go over this whole thing once we look at them. Okay, a plan. What is the advice for tying everything together for a good plan? Two of Swords. A choice that needs to be made that you're not seeing. There's a choice that needs to be made. You can't make the plan before you make this specific choice. Whatever the situation is, you need to make the choice. You need to see everything clearly. Remember how the page said that something that needs to be investigated further was the monetary part of this, whatever this situation is. So you're going to need to take off the blinders, see the situation, and make a choice. Okay, so let's recap. So the card in the first spot, the situation, an aspect of the situation requiring the most attention. It's the contract, the meeting, the communication about the situation. You need to pay attention to that. The page's advice, something that needs to be investigated further, is how much it's going to cost you, or how much somebody is going to pay you to do this particular thing, whatever it is for you. In the Knight's position, something that is important or should be accomplished quickly is getting your emotions under control before going forward. This is what Spirit has given me about this. So this could be an emotional situation for some of you. You need to get that under control. Oh, sorry, I skipped the Queen, but we'll go to her now. Something that needs to be nurtured or taken care of is those that supported you along the way. And you need to not forget who they are. And then, where are we at? This is the King. Something that needs to be organized or solved is getting your inner strength in check, like not fighting and arguing over the situation, right? And then you're going to have to make that choice, take off the blinders, investigate things, make the choice before you go forward. So now Spirit is giving me, you have this because you're not even sure if you're going to do this situation or complete this situation. You may be making the choice to walk away from it. So that's why you need to keep things in check until you see the situation more clearly, right? Until you investigate this monetary part of it. Wow. Well, that was kind of a fun spread, wasn't it? at least for me to do, for me to listen to my guides with. All right. So whatever this meeting, contract, wordy thing is, meeting, contract, new job description, take the royal advice here, investigate the money a little bit further, take care of your emotions, get those in check, appreciate those who have supported you along the way, rein in your feeling of arguing or getting upset about it, use your inner strength, and then once you've seen everything clearly, make the choice of whether you want to do that or not. Okay, well, that was fun. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it gave you some insight, some clarity, some guidance. I certainly appreciate you watching and would love it if you would give the video a thumbs up. Peace and kindness every single day. I love you all.